Welcome back to Korea, where we returned for one last day to Tongyeong for the 6th YISUNSIN International Yacht Race. It has been an eventful 2 days here so far, full of high competition and memorable sailing moments. Only one race is scheduled for today. Sailors got to their boats early and got started with their preparations. Nothing can be left to mere luck. As the race got underway, there was actually hardly any wind. In these adverse conditions, the best thing the boats could do is hoist their spinnakers. But this was hardly any help with such light wind. The spinnakers could barely hold their shape. At this point, the sea was so calm it looked like a mirror. On the part of the sailors, this means all moving on the boat is limited and considered. Any wrong adjustments in this respect could disturb what little momentum there is, meaning that the boat comes to a total standstill. So absolute care must be taken to avoid this. At least this situation allows sailors to take in the magical landscape as they moved slowly past the small islets spread across the Gulf of Tongyeong. The flora is plentiful and gorgeous on these islands. Sometimes the green and small trees and bushes reach all the way down the rocks and meets the water. At the same time, sailors were struggling to reduce the distance between them and the Oguk Island. But all this effort did not dampen their spirits. They are here to compete and enjoy themselves while doing so. The race must go on. And all sailors taking part did all they could to keep going, showing tremendous purpose. Some boats had managed by now to put some distance between them and the rest of the fleet, and so they were the first to enter an area where the wind was stronger. Among those now sailing upwind were Time Machine and 6th YISUNSIN. These sailors bear in mind that the key to handling such difficult weather conditions when racing is to maintain their speed at all costs. The first boat to reach Oguk was 6th YISUNSIN. The conditions around the boat were still extremely light. Time Machine and First were the next boats that got there. This time the two were very close to each other. Megazip, on the other hand, kept to a course further away from the island. 6th YISUNSIN finally managed to get at the southern tip of the island. Now these guys on board were giving it their all in order to manage more speed for their boat. Further back, Megazip worked up some magic, and they now managed to catch up with Time Machine. In the end, the two boats crossed the finish line with less than a boat length separating them. Finally, a look at the overall winners at the end of this day in Tongyeong. In the ORC Club 1, it was Time Machine from Russia that came first, while in Club 2, victory belonged to Japan's Bambino. In the open class, the first spot today for the first group was taken by Team Hamaru from Korea. In the second group, the race was won by Patience from Korea, while in the J24, it was the Boomerang boat from Japan that finished first. After the end of the race, it was time for the trophies and prize money to be awarded in a unique closing ceremony, like only the Koreans can be trusted to organize. Bands playing traditional music were there, and this time, the truly spectacular fireworks on display brought glamour and light to the close of such a successful event. Until next year then, thank you all for watching.